Hey, what up, ladies and gents? So, first things first. The other day, I played Second Extinction live on YouTube. Okay, it was a very interesting experience, but, feedback from my community was mixed. Some people like the game. Some people find the game a little too clunky. I've decided to do a fair review based not only on their opinion, but also on my opinion of each different mode. And I'm actually going to start in reverse order because the mode that just came out is called Horde Mode. Alright, check it out. Horde Mode is basically where waves of dinosaurs attack you. I'm going to pick my favorite character, Jurgen, right now. Alright, and we're going to ready up. I'm not going to use the matchmaking function, and I'm not going to cover that right now, because, that's going to be a separate video all on its own. Horde Mode is different. Horde Mode is cool, but it has its fair share of problems, and you're going to experience that with me right now. So, basically, Horde Mode is where you drop in, and quite frankly, you're already under attack by dinos. You don't have any medical kits to heal or shit like that, nope. What you've got is your pistol. You drop in with that, and you should immediately get started killing. Okay, your pistol is fully loaded, so that's not too bad. And you can still earn rewards like, like your usual, dinosaur parts, things like that. Rares, legendaries, whatever. None of that's limited in Horde Mode, so you can still earn that. But you got to be very careful because, like I said, in Horde Mode, there's no health restoration. None of that for you. You still do have your ability, so I still have my explosive charge. But it's not like I have like all of my his masking set ability. No, you have to buy all that. You have to buy all that. And the way to get it, well, you go here, use the computer, and start purchasing. Now, you've got a limited amount of resources, so if you want to start purchasing things, well, let me start by saying you probably would want to purchase equipment first. Medical kits, very, very good to start with. Also, augments, I recommend something like that. Alright, now once it's been delivered, you will have it. Okay, I could use a health kit right now. There we go. Okay, so that is basically what things should start with. You also get to put ammo into the turrets. Alright, now this is free during your initial Horde Mode. And there's also a wave timer. But one thing with, one feature which this game is missing is a way to skip waves. Assuming I didn't have to explain all this to you, assuming that, I was just going in with an experienced team, or even with friends for the first time, it's too long. This was one of the major pieces of feedback that I received when playing this game with my community, and that is the simple fact that waiting times are way too long. I mean, I get that it's because we need to be out here, It's a fast-paced game, and if you're alone, perhaps it was designed to have this type of waiting time because, a player may choose to play this solo, and I completely understand that, but again, it doesn't mean that the experience has to be limited or measured for solo play. I would say it's probably a big addition if, honestly, there was a wave skip button. Alright, because here, now I'm going to get my primary, which is going to be an assault rifle. Alright, we're going to buy that. And the other thing is the convenience aspect. I cannot buy another health stim if it's already equipped. Instead, what I have to do is I have to refill my equipment through this, which can be a difficult thing. So a lot of people may not know that. Alright, so these kinds of things, you should allow the person to buy the item again, but just raise the price to the equipment refill. Or, make it clear that after that, it's removed as an option and equipment refill takes its place or something like that. It has to be more user-friendly and understanding-friendly. I would say. You cannot underestimate the intelligence of people in not knowing what to do. For some gamers, it's going to be intuitive. For some gamers, it will not be. So that's something you have to also take into account of. Alright, now Wave 3 comes. Now, we actually got stuck on Wave 9 during the stream, which is a bug that possibly occurred due to us all being from different regions. I think stability-wise, that is an issue that can be solved over time. It's really probably not going to be an issue, in my opinion. But still, it's something to consider that if players are from different regions, maybe there is some improvement to stability. We also probably need to augment that adjust reload speed, because for a fast-paced game, the reloads are damn slow, and I've got no real way of adjusting reload speed. At least as far as I can tell. Also, having to retrieve dinosaur parts, that's super clunky. Considering this is a game where you slaughter everything, I think that rewards should just be automatically granted as dinosaurs are killed, rather than having to run over and pick them up. I think that that is an unnecessary mechanic. Especially in Horde Mode, when you're dealing with waves of dinosaurs, the focus should be on combat. So I recommend that pickups are automatic, and we just get to see what we get at the end, you know, or like the pickups are automatically given to the player after some time. That could also be another way of doing this, but I mean, it's up to you guys. It's up to the devs how they want to run this. I mean, that's just what I would recommend, but you know. Now we probably need frag grenades, so I'll be buying that. Now you can only buy 3 items, which also makes no sense. If I have more cash, I should be able to purchase more items as needed. But I mean, you know, again, that one I leave it up to the game devs themselves. So shit, I got no turret ammo. So the other thing is that you have to purchase the turret ammo. It might be a little expensive. I know the turrets are very strong, but again, it might be a little expensive, especially as in the early waves for solo players. Just saying, that's something you might want to tweak. Prices may want to be tweaked to reflect solo play and tweaked to match the number of players. I'm not sure if that mechanic is something that can happen, but there should be scaling for multiple players, things like that. I think it would probably be an important mechanic that many people would enjoy. Also, in situations of blizzards, I totally get that you're going for the realism element here, but it's extremely pointless. We're not here for a realistic experience. We're here to kill fucking dinosaurs. So, one thing which I would say is that make sure that the blizzard, like when you're playing with things like obscuring a person's vision, or dealing with ways that you can say have status effects going, there must be ways to counter those. All right. I'm not sure, maybe I just haven't progressed enough to unlock ways to counter those things, but I just feel that there's a lacking means of avoiding those like shock attacks and stuff like that easily. So if you're going for like a full realistic experience, I totally get it, but then that makes this a little too much like Monster Hunter rather than, you know, a fun action game. I think that a lot of people, one of the biggest feedbacks that I got, and yes, it did come from my wifey, but I'm not giving it any extra weight compared to feedback that I received from others, but I think that many players, because I've known Because for me, I understand that she might feel the same way that a lot of other people feel about this. Honest to God,
I am healing myself.
action-wise, if you're gonna focus on having an action game, right? What you want to do is you want to ensure that the action is unbroken. This means that at any one point in time, I should, in general, be completely slaughtering everything and not having to focus too much on like dealing with, you know, too many status effects, things like that. So that's something important to consider, I would say. So overall feedback, I'd say wave skip button, very important. Visibility, okay, that obscurity, it works great in a campaign, not so much in horde mode. It might add an element of difficulty, but we should be able to see our way through because, again, this is not meant to be a realistic experience. We're supposed to be having fun shooting dinosaurs. And that just gets irritating and annoying to have to deal with like blizzards and have no way to counter them. You know, if there's a way to counter it, then, you know, you got to give it to the players so that we have a means of fighting back. We're not just completely, you know, at the mercy of the elements, that kind of thing, you know? Because we've got advanced technological exosuits. You're telling me that we have no way of identifying or seeing dinosaurs in a blizzard? I don't think so. You know, if you want to make it like a choice, like that players have to do, and again, pickups, please, please, please make it so that pickups are automatic, so I don't have to see that, oh, I missed out on all this stuff, you know?
Since you still can't communicate with Sarah directly, I went ahead and sent you some more supplies. The weak point on its underside. My shots do nothing until the sorrows die.
What is that objective in the distance? This is new. So we have to venture away from the craft to, I see. But no turret ammo. Okay, cool. This is something I didn't explore before, and I think that that's pretty freaking cool. That we can pick up extras over there. That's nice. And also this whole thing where there's 2 dinos remaining, they should be constantly coming for me. So there shouldn't be a situation whereby I have to actually... Yeah, this whole they're playing hide and seek thing, no. It slows down the pacing of your action. Why is that dinosaur over there? Why is it in some distant cave where it's not supposed to be? You know, we shouldn't have to go hunting for the dinosaurs. It's supposed to be a horde mode. Like, I know that they probably got stuck here after they spawn, and that's completely understandable. But that's probably another feature that needs on. Okay, because... And then, like, how am I supposed to go up there and pick up that stuff? You see, these are the minor things that turn a very fun game mode into what will probably be an annoying experience. So, honest feedback, you know, I'm always honest. You know, I'm sorry if anybody feels offended by this. I hope no one would be, because I'm sure I share the interest in improving what is, to me, an absolutely fantastic game. Wait, am I not able to carry more than one? That is... Okay, that's something you're gonna have to fix. I know I can only carry one at a time, but... If I'm buying turret ammo, I shouldn't have to come back here and buy constantly. Okay. They should give an option for a drop. Okay, all these little things. These things might seem very small, but they will generally affect the opinion of your game heavily. Because people are gonna be like, why... You know, why am I doing these annoying actions, you know? The game mode itself, one of the biggest problems with content is it gets repetitive. Horde mode is great, but how many times can you experience horde mode and enjoy it? Because if it's the same experience every single time. You get what I mean? So one thing we're going to have to be very careful of going forward is that it shouldn't get boring. I get that the dinosaurs will get stronger and you're supposed to compete to go as high as you can, like that's supposed to be like the objective of the game, which I completely understand 100%, but again, we cannot have an experience that is lackluster. That is something that will really be a major detriment to the experience, you know? So little annoying things like that have to be resolved.
Shit! Your vitals are...
And
Damn it!
solo player experience needs to be desperately improved because the game is way too challenging for a solo, and I'm not sure how well the matchmaking works. I'm going to be trying it a few more times overall, but the game is fun. I would say don't lose heart. This game is still in early access. It's very fun if you can get friends together. The content is still being worked on. Updates are still being worked on. So I have a lot of positive energy with this game. I think it's going to be very cool. Contracts, huh? Contracts. These are interesting. But anyway, sorry, I got distracted for a second. Closing feedback, I would just say, like I mentioned already throughout the experience, just work on the little things. We need a skip wave button, especially if we're playing with friends. We're not going to take 50 seconds. Okay, everything's done in 15 seconds. We want a wave skip button, and we should be able to get a little bit of extra cash or maybe score for that. Like if we finish waves faster, that could be very helpful. Turret ammo. Please make sure we can buy multiple copies all at once. I do not running back and forth between the computer. I know it's because of the game mechanics. Normally we would have to carry it from the drop in, but in that case, make sure we can buy a drop. That way we can just, it's in the center, we just run between the turrets, okay? Solo player experience needs to be improved. Stability issues, I haven't noted any in solo play. When it's cross region, honestly, that could be just because we're all over the world. But for international communities, that would be something that we can work on, but I would say it's probably not a priority. Also, there needs to be some variance in the horde mode. It's too slow moving in the early stages, and in the later stages, it's too challenging for a solo player. Horde mode needs something whereby like it should feel like a different experience each time. I don't know how you can randomize it, maybe randomize the loading zone, things like that, but it needs to feel like a different experience each time that we go in, so that it doesn't get repetitive. That if there's some minor variance in the content, then it keeps people interested for a longer period of time. Last but not least that I would say about this, and I genuinely feel that this is important, stop with the hide and seek. The game is an action game. It needs to be fast paced enough that I should feel like I'm continuously in the action. Not when it gets to the end, I have to go seek out 2 dinosaurs. That hide and seek thing takes too long. I say identify all dinosaurs from the start. Don't even make it a mechanic. Identify all dinosaurs from the start. Let us know what we need to kill them all. You know, that should be the objective. That way it feels like a more engaging action game. All right, I'll probably review some of the other modes at a later period of time. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. You can also choose to support my content by dropping a tip via the link in the description of the video, sending super thanks on YouTube, or becoming a channel member. All right? And a big thank you to my top supporters for October: Bravo7910, Crampy D, Johnny Nara, FNX Killer 43, Zavi Uzumaki, Alien Frost 80, Kazmanta, my lovely girl, Yuki no Kami, J Money 13, Ravik, Starbuzz, and Rogue Assassin. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, and I will see you all on the next video.